Good day, I'm Noctula Lemeni with your midday news updates. Dr. Zuma's discharge application has been rejected by the court. Akrisi testifies for the 11th day. Minister Lindiwe Zulu says pay for infrastructure or have potholes. Dr. Zuma will face last remaining culpable homicide charge. This morning, the Randburg Magistrate Court rejected his lawyer's application to have the charges against Dr. discharged. He initially faced 2 charges of culpable homicide and a count of negligent driving relating to a car crash on the M1 highway on the 1st of February 2014. Zuma pleaded not guilty to both charges when the trial started earlier this week. It's the 11th day and Akrisi's testimonials continue at the State Capture Inquiry Commission in Parktown, Johannesburg. Environment Affairs Minister Nomvule Mokonyane has finally vowed to give inquiry honest account of Bosasa relationship. This comes after her and Angelo Akrisi appear headed for a showdown at the Zondo Commission yesterday, where Akrisi again testified that Mokonyane was one of the top ANC leaders who allegedly received bribes from Bosasa. Small Business Development Minister Lindiwe Zulu says that road users need to pay for infrastructure if they want world-class highways, but has questioned the current payment method used to collect monies. The e-toll system is back in the spotlight after roads agency Sunral decided to suspend pursuing the collection of outstanding fees in Gauteng. The news has been widely welcomed, but others questioned if this was done to coincide with the elections. Zulu said citizens need to pay in order to make sure that the road infrastructure is in good condition, otherwise they'll have potholes. Zulu has told Eyewitness News that although she understands the impact that e-tolls have on small businesses, some payment must be made. Let's take a look at your sports update with Ayanda Vezi.
A happy Friday to you all. I'm Ayanda Vezi with your last sports news for this week. World number 5 Roger Federer outclassed the South African star Kevin Anderson to stay on title course. Federer will now face Denis Shapovalov, who beat young Francis Tiafoe 6-4, 6-2 to reach his 3rd APT semi-finals. This will be the first time the two players meet since Shapovalov grew up idolizing the Swiss legend. The tennis rankings will be released next week after the Miami Open ends. The Canadian will break into the top 20 for the first time. And in your PSL news, Bloemfontein Celtic will face their former coach Steve Kompela's side Golden Arrows tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Swelele came into the quarterfinals after beating NFD side Richards Bay by 1-0, while Abafana Bestende beat Witbank Spurs by 2-1. Later on, bottom of the log rooted side Chippa United will visit Bidvest, who are running for the title race. In other games, Cup specialist Kaizer Chiefs will look to finish the season with a trophy when they take on form Cape Town City. Amakosi haven't won a trophy since the 2014-2015 season. And lastly, the South African Football Association is preparing to meet the government to finalize their deal to try and host the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup. SAFA have until the middle of this month to submit their bidding registration to the World Football's governing body. South Africa's competitors for the right to host the event are Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Colombia, Japan, New Zealand and South Korea. South Africa have so far hosted one World Cup since 2010. The country will host the 2023 Netball World Cup in Cape Town. That's it from me, Ayanda Vezi, and the sports team. Enjoy your weekend.
Now to your weather and traffic updates.
Thank you, Noctula. It is a happy Friday and major roads are very busy today. In Pretoria, Eskampehlele Drive, the congestion is causing delay near Moody Street. Eldorado Park on the N12, there is a crash before Golden Highway and both ways are experiencing heavy traffic. Midrand on the N1 road, there is a stationary vehicle near New Road. And lastly, motorists are urged to not drink and drive. With our weather updates, Johannesburg is mostly sunny at 30 degrees Celsius, Pretoria 31 degrees Celsius, Midrand 30 degrees Celsius, and Sandton at a max of 31 degrees Celsius.
That's it from me and the rest of the Joburgtv News team. Goodbye.